Good morning. It's June 5th. I'm immediately clearing my throat. June 5th, Sunday morning. Another beautiful spring morning. About 14 degrees at the moment. So a little cool, but it'll be pleasant for walking. And I'm going to walk over to the Grow Regina Community Gardens today because I haven't been over there for a while and see how they're shaping up as spring sets in. There should be all sorts of stuff planted there by now. That's the plan. Quite a few things to do later in the day. I have a podcast to put out today. Should have been out last week, but we were in Toronto, so I didn't do it last weekend. Put it off for a week. That'll be with Jean-Louis Trudel. Noted Canadian author, particularly in French. Oh, he also writes in English. So that's coming up later today. And got a bunch of Kickstarter stuff I want to focus on. Got a lot of ebooks that I should be distributing and to backers, and let's go this way because I walk along the dike on Monday, so rather than repeat myself, I'll come this way. Make it a fairly brisk walk for exercise purposes. But it is a good hour over there and back, so that's what I expect this to take. There's multiple ways to get there, so I'll decide that after I get to the bridge. I actually walked quite a bit yesterday. I just didn't live stream any of it. It was in bits and pieces. And also, I mowed the grass. That was kind of my exercise yesterday, was mowing the lawn. It had only been mowed once, and it really shot up in the last while. Also, we had it fertilized, so, and then watered, so that probably contributed to the sudden burst of growth. Old Henderson Terrace. This is Cameron. Finally realized what these pipes are. These are the water mains. While they're doing work on the mains proper, I guess, or something, these are now currently the water mains, and the water supplies to the houses are these rubber hoses running over the sidewalk. So it's got a temporary water main running there. Took a while to figure that out, but I figured it out before I did, actually. Makes it interesting to walk along here. You have to step over them, not duck over them. There's a few places where they leak a little. Speaking of gardens, there's always a nice one besides this house here, a nice big one that they keep up well. Ooh, look at all the tulips. Okay, let's not walk into that. So I don't know if they're replacing all the water mains or exactly what's going on. You'd think if they were doing that, the whole street would be torn up. But it only seems to be these sort of holes they've dug in various locations. So I really don't know what's going on. Yeah, there's one along here that's been leaking. This one here, something going on there that doesn't seem quite right, but anyway. Hello, Kirk in Vancouver. And then the water's just running there, so I don't quite understand that either. Over the footbridge. Traditional look at the creek, looking east. Looking west. Cross at the crosswalk. Not following the path today. Yesterday there were a lot of like webs floating through the air, and they had maybe spiders attached to at least some of them. So I'm going to work my way up the hill, I think. Speeding much? He was speeding badly. Any cops watching, see if you can enhance that enough to get the license plate. That man deserves a ticket. I have very pretty now. Oof. For some reason this particular stretch has really big ups and downs for the driveways. I keep kind of catching my feet on. I think we'll see the the stuff floating through the air. I think we'll see because seeds are falling everywhere. All that stuff that's floating through the air. Seeds are falling everywhere. Unintentional poem. I'm going to start seeing the blooms will start to drop. I'm sure they already have. Let's take a little pass through the schoolyard here. Lakeview School. The old part's quite old. And there's parts built in 1930, but I think the original was older than that. This part's 1930 though. I presume those are torches, like representing the torch of knowledge kind of thing, be my guess. The ground. I walked through the playground, but I'm not entirely sure there's any way out over there, so. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, well, let's walk through the grass. over there is Lakeview United Church. Presumably has a service this morning. Not that I see any cars. Maybe it's not till 11 or something. As I mentioned before, practiced in that a lot for Regina Lyric musical theatre productions. Both shows I directed that I wrote, we rehearsed in the basement. There's a daycare down there actually, and the woman who ran the daycare had a connection, done a lot of stage managing. I'll walk in front of it since I'm coming this way. Glad I didn't wear a sweater. Thought it's a little chilly, but now I'm already warm and starting to sweat, so there you go, Lakeview United Church. Enter only, exit only. Usually when we go in, it's through this door. There's also a gym in there, which gets a lot of use, and there's a kind of a fellowship hall down at this end. We come up to the park here with its skating rink. No ice in that, oddly enough. Playground, and on the other side of it, there's a BMX track, which is kind of cool. Little walkway up to their entrance there. There's a new house over there. There's still lilacs out in pretty full bloom. Actually, those are just blooming. So are ours, the few that we have. Always seem to be a little late. It's very shaded in our backyard. I think that's why. Huge old lilac bush back there, 2 stories tall or better. More lilacs. Can't say it's not a cloud in the sky today. Definitely clouds in the sky, and also quite breezy. Which means, of course, I'm getting bits of stuff in my eye, which is always annoying with contacts, but what can you do? Could wear glasses, but I don't like to wear those. They'd be falling down my face all the time, so. Yep. Water ones over there from the back. Morning. Oh, there was a crosswalk here, so maybe I'll go ahead and cross. Let's see, it's Montague here. It goes up and stone to Montague to Argyle, and they all flow into one another, but well, since I've come this way, I'll keep going this way. I was thinking I'd go all the way down to Hill, but I'll come back on Hill. Oh, hi, Charles. Similar temperature, actually, to what I started. Woof, woof, woof. Oh, it's just a motion smoothing gimbal when I'm walking and recording. Keeps it from being jerky. Fortunately, that was a friendly dog. He had a word or two with me, but he didn't attack, so that's about all you can ask for in a dog. No, my glasses are extremely thick lenses and very heavy, and so I don't generally wear them. Contacts all day. I only put on the glasses when I get up in the morning, when I go to bed at night. I've been doing that for what? I got my contacts in '87, and I've been wearing contacts ever since. Not this pair, but because they're so strong, they also, use a lot of peripheral vision, and so I'd much rather wear my contacts. But there are downsides to that too. When it's windy and dusty, that's when you particularly notice the downsides. Green and white. Saskatchewan Rough Rider colors. Also my high school colors. And we will now carry on this way. Not entirely sure how these streets will flow together. Is that a single house? Looks like it. That's a big one. Not quite finished, it looks like, but that's a big piece of house. Old car. Pontiac, I think, if I remember the grills from those years. Don't know, it doesn't have any identification on it anymore. I think that was a Pontiac. Big old tree. Must have to trim those all the time to make them that nice cone shape. Yeah, they took a while to get used to, that's for sure. My brother, I think, was the first in the family to have contacts when he was a teenager. And he never really took to them, but they were pure on hard glass lenses at the time. For me, I can't wear soft ones because of astigmatism, but I wear what are called semi-rigid gas permeable. Oh, I just got uncertain internet connection. That happens down in this area sometimes. Hopefully it picks up here in a minute. I'll be out more in the open. This is why I still post the recording after the live stream, so that if by any chance it goes down, I still have the recording. Well, I'm sure they're basically cone-shaped, but they just looked like they must have been smoothed at some point. Maybe not. There's Lakeview Par 3 over there, golf course. Which I sometimes walk through, but there may be people playing golf this morning, so I won't do that. It's a nice lilac bush. Tidy looking fence. This is bringing us back to Hill up here. Hill is the one I was originally going to walk along, and still am, because it takes you to the gardens. But now there is a possibility of walking down this way, down the alley basically, along the edge of the golf course. How does that work out on the other side? This is a school here, Christian school, the Seventh-day Adventist church right next to it, which oddly enough has cars in front of it. But if it's Seventh-day Adventist, that should have been yesterday. Huh. Yeah, we'll go down this way. So here's the school. We're really in the lane. Golf course over here. There, you can get glimpses of it. There are people out there on it. I don't know if they're walking or playing golf. They didn't actually look like they had clubs, so maybe they're just walking. I can see the tees. So it's a par 3. 9 holes, I think. I don't think it's 18. Has a little clubhouse, and just like a grown-up golf course. There's the Seventh-day Adventist church over there. Unless it's changed to something else. I'm just puzzled by the fact there are cars there on a Sunday. That's not their service day. There's a TARDIS. Just joking. I've walked down this lane before, but not recently. It's getting to the point I keep thinking, but I just did that walk, and then I look at it, it's like, oh, but that was before the snow, so months ago. This runs up here, ends in the creek, or storm channel actually, not the creek proper. You see into a few people's backyards as you walk along here. Ones that don't have impervious fences. And they have this nice view of the golf course out the back. And since it's a par 3, it's unlikely they very often get golf balls landing in their backyards. Nobody's hitting it that hard. There's a hole there, so nobody's going to overshoot that enough to land back here. Unless they're as bad a golfer as I am, and I suppose it's possible. The doctor got his camouflage circuit repaired. That would be the perfect camouflage. Well, it would look funny when 3 or 4 people went in there at once. Of course, there is an actual TARDIS. We walked by it yesterday, but I wasn't live streaming, that I've walked by a few times. Not too far from our house. Somebody's front yard also has, a directions board with pointers in various directions pointing to things like the neutral zone, yellow brick road, stuff like that. Here's the creek up here. So we'll go this way. These dandelions are seeding out to make more dandelions. A process I am facilitating by walking through them. Now we'll go up here, and there's a path along the storm channel that takes us straight to the gardens. Bus driver was keeping an eye out and noticed that I was there. There's quite a bit of water in the storm channel. We haven't had any rain for a while. Not really much this week, but yes, danger, keep off. Thin ice. But should be some coming. And then of course the prairie is right out there. That's the edge of town basically. We're going down here. I could walk back along Pasqua. other side of the storm channel. There's none at all on this side. Dry as a bone. Bones aren't necessarily dry. If they have only recently been extracted from their whatever they were in, they're not dry. The image wet as a just extracted bone is perhaps not what people really want to think about too much. And then right over here, as we round this bush, are the community gardens. They were still bare dirt. Looks like they still are largely. I thought there might be stuff planted by now, but not so much. Huh. I actually expected... Well, I guess they are. There's stuff planted, it just hasn't grown up very much. So, yeah, they have been tended. There's usually people out here on a Sunday, but I don't see anybody at the moment. Go up here, down the path. There's somebody up there doing something. Down at the end. So later on this will be lush and green and full of vegetables and herbs and flowers. There's fruit trees over there, little orchard on that side. A few things starting to grow. I got something in my eye, which is really annoying. Here's the gazebo, designed by noted local artist Wilf Perot. He's known for his, especially for ceramics, which often involve vegetables and things like that. But you can see it's got tree branches holding up the roof, which looks like leaves. And there's vegetables around the edges, peas and tomatoes, and turnips. More peas, more tomatoes. Boy, I've got something in my eye that's really annoying me. I hope the tears take care of it here momentarily. This is sort of the main drag down the middle of the garden. Oh man, it's really annoying when this time, there's no easy way to fix that. Let's walk over here. I'm one-eyed at the moment. Should wear sunglasses, but I usually don't, mainly because I can't read the screen if I do. But at the moment I can't read the screen because my eye is hurting so much. Eventually it will clear out of there. Well, here, let me try putting, I have some drops in my eye. Maybe if I put those in, it'll wash it out. Gee, I hope. Otherwise I might actually have to stop this and take care of that. Usually they're just a minor annoyance and then they clear themselves up, but this one is staying there, whatever it is. a few flowers out. Oh man, now there's something in the other eye too. We have to find a place to sit down and see if I can take care of this properly. I'll try not to kill the... If I do that, I'll try to find a way to keep the feed going, but it might get a little wonky here for a minute. I really wish I was wearing my glasses now. This is about the worst I've ever had it out here doing this sort of thing. But I need to find a place I can sit down and prop up the... well, obviously I could go back to the gazebo. Oh, well, the one on my left eye is gone, but now the one on my right is worse. Man... Let's see, do I go through the park or do I go out to Pasqua and back that way? Well, the left one finally went away, but now the right one is the problem. So give me another minute, I'll try putting some drops in that one, see if that'll wash it out. Oh, I'm so emotional here. I'm just weeping all over the place. It's so beautiful out here. That's not what's going on. Okay, I'm going to have to find some place to sit down and take care of this. And there's no benches anywhere nearby. I don't want to walk back to the gazebo. Keep my eyes open for a likely possibility. Keep one eye open. Can't keep the other one open. Damn it. Sorry. Don't usually swear, but this one's really killing me. I don't care. Okay. Hopefully it clears up here in a minute. I gotta stop somewhere, anywhere. There's gotta be something, even if I sit on the curb, maybe. I can't put up with this. All right, I'm going to try this. See if I can lean this up. Okay, so what you're looking at is a tree, but I'll take care of that in a minute. Now the trouble is I put so much drops in my eye I can't get the contact to release and drop into my hand. Of course, I have to be very careful. I don't want to drop the contact in the grass. That would add a whole new excitement to this that I'm really not prepared for. It's hard to be sure now if there's anything in there if I've scratched the eyeball, in which case it's going to feel like there's something in there even when there isn't. Come on. I might edit this out when it comes time at the... Oh, I am outside a church. I'm kneeling in front of a tree. It probably looks like I'm worshiping. Come on. It simply won't release from my eyeball. Maybe I got it. Never let out, but hello. All right, let's get this going again. I think I finally moved it around enough that it, hello again, that it corrected its, well, it didn't exactly correct itself, but it got out from under the main part of the contact anyway. Oh. Okay, I will stop kneeling before this tree and carry on with my walk. Live television. Isn't live television wonderful? Okay. My idea is to get down to Pasqua Street, which is not in the direction I ever think it is. It's there's a bit of a twist here sometimes. It doesn't end up where I think it should be, which is weird, but yeah, because it's actually down there and I feel like it should be off to my left. Okay, we'll go down here to Pasqua Street and walk back along it for a bit and then show the edge of town here. I can't say my eye feels comfortable, but it's better than it was. It may have gotten scratched a little bit. Always. So yes, there is a lot to be said for glasses. There really is, especially on a windy, dusty day. And I should be wearing sunglasses, but again, I can't see the screen. But I think I'm going to have to sacrifice easy reading of the screen to protect my eyes, because right now, oh, it's coming back in my left eye. Right now, this has been the worst ever on the walk. I've had stuff in my eye before, but it's never stuck around as long as this stuff is. And I'm on foot, so there's no easy way to get home. Just have to keep walking. Oh man, I'm gonna have to try again somewhere. Maybe up here I'll find a better place to sit. As you can see, the trees end and we've reached the prairie. We'll walk right up to the stop sign up there. Hello, crow. Goodbye, crow. Yes, I do still have stuff in my eyes, but I'm just, at the moment it's just bearable. Barely. All right, here we go. The edge of town. Then we'll walk down this way, past all the stuff on Pasqua. So the airport is over there, a little bit to our left. Harbor Landing. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, that's Harbor Landing over there. The airport is over here to our right. I am going to sit down again and try to fix my eyes as soon as I can find a better place to do it. This bit of bike path is quite new. They were just doing it last year when I was walking along. And Unifor, that's a union hall. That's the airport over there. And that's the prairie out there, looking towards Moose Jaw. This is Pasqua Street. It's fairly busy, as you can see. Then you got the Louvain just over there, which is the higher speed north-south route. Oh, whatever's in there looks like it's changing. There was a drugstore, I think. Right now it looks empty and being worked on. For the moment, my eyes have eased up. That's a dentist. Dentist's office. And we got the family foot clinic over here. So lots of doctors' offices and other kinds of offices along here. It's just like one strip, and then just the other side of it is residential again. Again, prairie, airport. So, you know, people who watch this and think, boy, Regina's got a lot of trees, you should know that this is the actual landscape. It's kind of a draw it with a ruler. I think it's a Taekwondo place. Yes. Oh, Tai Chi, not Taekwondo. Still something in my eye. If I saw a bench, I would totally take advantage of it, but I haven't really seen one. Coming up is the Hindu temple here. Baseball diamond over there, we're coming closer to, a bit of a playground, but then there's baseball diamonds. Oh no, sorry, still a ways from that. That's the old Lakeview Gardens over there. They've relocated to a much bigger and fancier building. Right, this nice little bit of a walkway ends here, and it'll put us back alongside the golf course, which is fine. So I'll go that way. There's the Hindu temple. See, it says right on it, Hindu temple. I can't keep walking this way. It only gets a little narrow at the bridge. You have to be careful crossing, but I'll stay over here. Or I can go over there and walk alongside the golf course, which will get me across the creek more safely. Maybe I'll do that. So this is where we came out when I crossed. Or I could walk through the grass here, but then I'd have stuff to cross at the narrow bit up there. So we'll go across the storm channel and then walk on the golf course. I don't know why there's so many cars out. It's Sunday morning. Stores aren't open yet. I thought it'd be pretty quiet, but there's been tons of traffic along here. Well, maybe stuff opened at 10. Stuff that opens on Sunday probably opened at 10, so we're rushing out to get bargains, I guess. I don't know. Oh, well, if I sit there though, the bus will stop. I'd still like to do something with my left eye. The right one for the moment is okay. And it was the worst. But yes, I see long notes there, but I cannot possibly read them at the moment. And they're going to scroll by before I see them, I think. But we'll go here along the golf course this time. Maybe I can see what's being said up here in the shade. What do we got? Somebody wrote a novel. Oh, good grief, I can't read all that. Charles! I'll read it later. Can't read all that right now. Tank Boy, hello. Well, depends on where you live, of course. Certain neighborhoods are worse than others. Property crime is a fairly high rate. Violent crime is pretty low. I've had a couple of bicycles stolen over the year. Bicycles stolen over the years, trying to say. My garage broken into. That sort of thing. But in general, I don't think people feel unsafe in most of the city. There are neighborhoods where I certainly wouldn't walk around in nighttime. North Central is known as one of the more crime-ridden neighborhoods, but for most of them, it's really not a concern. Far less than you'd get in or at least it feels like it's less. I think per capita it might not be. It feels like less than in a big city. Pretty treaty. I just found a body in the lake, but I don't know what that is. It's usually not foul play. It's usually somebody that either committed suicide or... Hi! Somebody that knows me. There's the golf course again, right over here. There's a hole, so I'm off the course, but still rather not be out here when somebody's hitting. But I think nobody's in sight. Yeah, I haven't heard where that body came from or who it was or anything like that. There's a number of ways that has happened in the past. Sometimes it's suicide, sometimes it's some sort of medical emergency and they just literally fell in the lake. It's never heard of a murder victim being found in the lake, I don't think. So we got 200,000 people, and murders certainly are extremely rare. But property crime is definitely a thing. Mostly people stealing things to sell for drugs, that sort of thing. Car theft can be a problem, it has been. I think it might be less now with modern cars than it was when it was easy to break into a car and hot wire. I got something in my eye again. I might find a bench up here somewhere. I'll try one more time to get that out. I mean, it's the same thing. It gets out from under the contact and it's fine, and then it flops back in again, which is happening right now in my left eye. So, this has not been a pleasant walk for me for that reason. I hope it's a pleasant walk for you, but it certainly isn't for me at the moment. Can't sit on these things, they're too pointy. Alright, well this is the drive up to the clubhouse. There's also some tennis courts up here. There might be a bench in this park somewhere, but I'm not sure. I could sit on. I'm looking for it desperately. Something to sit on. While I try to fix my left eye. I mean, I can sit on the ground, but that's not ideal. It's the parking lot for the clubhouse. And there's tennis courts over there. Still not a bench to be seen. Oh man. I could go into the clubhouse in a pinch here and clean my contacts. I would have to turn this off if I did that. I'd rather keep it going. I'm lucky there might be some place to sit up here by the golf course or the golf club or the tennis courts. Gotta find somewhere. I can't stand this. I think there are some benches up here by the clubhouse. Maybe I can sit on. It's not a private club, it's public, of course. So. Here's the clubhouse, such as it is. I've been in there a couple of times. And there's what I'm looking for, a bench to sit on while I take care of this. Okay, what's going to happen is I'm going to turn off the gimbal and you can sort of look at the sky there for a little bit. Oh shoot, as soon as I sat down it kind of cleared out. Okay, I'll see if I can give it a bit of a rinse here. Oh boy, that has been very unpleasant for many minutes. But hey, you don't get this on every YouTube channel. Okay, I'll put that one back in. The right one is okay for the moment, so maybe I'll trust it. It stung, but it doesn't feel quite the same as it did, so... All right, I'll now turn sideways momentarily. And I'm back. Yeah, there's lots of gyms. Unfortunately, the one I went to, the Downtown Y, has closed, but there's private gyms, and there's YMCA up in the northwest and one out in the east, just not one downtown, but there are gyms downtown, at least one I can think of. So yeah, lots of gyms. CrossFit, if that's what you're into, or just, regular sort of gold gyms. Let's go this way. That sort of thing. It's the tennis court over here. One of many. This one is kind of a part of the Lakeview Golf complex. Not that it's very complex. There's the back of the clubhouse. This is just a little city-owned course. There's much bigger and better golf courses. This one's just to come and have some fun on a par 3. All right. I feel so much better. Makes me so much happier. I do apologize for the strange interruptions, but I would like to enjoy these walks and not feel in pain This is McCallum. I have to walk along it. Having said that, it's already something coming back in that left eye, so it must have been in my eye. Oh, good. Well, I got like 2 minutes of relief. At the moment, it's a minor annoyance, but it is there again. I gotta start wearing my sunglasses when I walk. It's better for my eyes anyway. Keep out the UV, even though it may make it harder to read comments, which is, I can always lift them long enough to read something and put them back down again. That's what I'm going to do from now on. You heard it here first. After a year, I can be taught. Sunglasses don't necessarily stop everything from getting in there, but they do help on a windy, dusty day. And it's the breeze today, I think, that's made it bad. The breeze, and the trees are all dropping pollen and lots of stuff floating through the air, so many opportunities for things to get into my eye. Okay, cleared up again for the moment. Now walking back through the residential neighborhood now on the way home. McCallum is the one that goes by the United Church that I walked by earlier. I won't take it that far this time, coming from this direction. I'll probably go up to Regina Avenue here at some point. This is Princess Street. Oh, let's take a walk along Princess Street here. It curves, makes it much more interesting. Kind of. Yeah, because that's Regina Avenue is up there. Those buildings, sort of what look like they're at the end of the street, are I don't know if that's Sheldon Williams, but Sheldon Williams Collegiate is in that direction. There's another school, educational complex there, but I can never remember what it is. It's a bit of a park over here. Green space, anyway. And of course, I can always walk down the alley. Let's walk down the alley. This is stopping and trying to fix my eyes has dragged this out to well over an hour. This one will be by the time I get back. Oh, I see another note, if I can find a place to read it here. No, I really don't know anybody in that world of realtors. We haven't bought a house, so I've had no reason to deal with them. I see their signs, but I can't recommend anybody. We live in a house that's been in the family since 1939. And then the condo we lived in before that, we didn't buy through a realtor, we bought through a developer because it was being built. So never actually dealt with a realtor in my entire life. Okay, we're coming up on the backside of the side of the Orthodox Church, Greek Orthodox Church. I guess this is actually the entrance. I always think of the other side as the front because that's what I normally see when I'm driving along. But this is actually the entrance, Greek Orthodox Church. They're definitely having a service. There's cars all over the place. And you come along here. I'll keep looking at it. Might get a good shot of it. Well, there's too many cars for a perfectly clear shot. But anyway, Greek Orthodox Church. And this is an older residential neighborhood. Could be as old as post First World War. That's when the house I used to live in was built, over on Garnet Street. Might be post Second World War, but smaller houses. Lots of yard in a lot of them. Big backyard there. A lot of grass to mow, more than I've got to mow. They're working on the one to my left over there. Some sidewalks are capped with asphalt like this. I don't know how they decide that's what they're going to do or when they're going to rebuild the concrete. But this one has kind of a rough asphalt cap on it. I'll get another chance to zig up to Regina Avenue before I get to Argyle, which is what it is up here, I think. No, it's Montague here, and it's Argyle, I think. Just talking about this the other day. It's Elphinstone, and then Elphinstone does this weird little jog, and it turns into Argyle. Whereas it turns into Montague, and Montague and Argyle split. Something like that. I just figured it out the other day. Now I can't remember exactly how it works. But anyway, whatever it is, I think of it as Elphinstone, but it isn't actually Elphinstone up there. I think it's Montague there, and then it turns into Argyle further down with a split. In fact, this might be Argyle. So it's not really a split. They come together more than split, I guess, depending on which way you're driving. We'll get up to Regina Avenue, which is the road you would take if you were heading out to the airport that I was pointing at earlier. Oh, somebody building a new one. I've already gone over an hour, haven't I? Well, part of that, quite a bit of that, was me sitting and getting my contacts cleaned up, or trying to. At the moment they're fine, but boy, that was a nasty few minutes. So this used to be Christian church up here, Disciples of Christ, and then it was something else, and at the moment I think it's empty. I mean, it's a church, so it's a nice little church. I've never been in it, but I like the looks of it. But I don't know if there's a church in there right now or not. There's no sign. All right, this is Regina Avenue. So not too much further home. Just a strip mall over there. We'll go through Waterfall Park over here, I think, today. From this direction, which I haven't done for a while. there where the pine trees are is where we're headed. And something is back in my eye again, so can't wait for this walk to be over. It's clearly the same thing, and I'm not getting it out, even though I tried to rinse it out with the drops I have in my pocket. Clearly didn't do the trick. So there's an artificial waterfall down here, which I've walked by many times, but haven't come from this direction for a while. So you feel just a little bit up at the top of the depression here. The bowl feels just a little bit like you're in the mountains. If you close your eyes and imagine mountains. And it's just because of the pines and the rocks and everything. It just has a little bit of that feel right in here. See if the waterfall's even running. I think I hear it. It doesn't sound like there's much water running in it, but I think it's running. Right there. Man, so my eyes are bothering me so much. Again, the one that I really can't stand to stop and look at it too long, but it does have a nice little bridge there, and the water comes out and flows through that little creek. It says very clearly on it, non-potable water, do not drink. I think it comes straight from the creek. Oh, hello, squirrel. I'm not chasing you, you know. All right, back to the footbridge, and then I'll be home before you know it. And then I can finally properly clean my contacts. And there's tears streaming down my right cheek because of that one contact. My eyes watering there, trying to get rid of whatever's in there. So this has been far and away my most uncomfortable walk ever, and that includes the one where I fell down on the ice. Back to the creek. And the bridge. I could sit down somewhere along here, but it didn't really fix the problem last time. I need a sink and running water, clearly. Sorry, not my usual cheery self when I'm in pain in one eye. I think I'll just title this one, I've Got Something in My Eye, and leave it at that when I post the recording. Man, it went away and I thought I was free and clear, but it came back. As bad as ever. I might just stop the recording here on the bridge, and then I'll be able to sit down over here and do something about this, because I don't think I can walk home the rest of the way it feels right now. So yeah, I'll stop here. We'll take a view to the west of the creek, and a view to the right, and that'll be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for walking with me. Bye for now.